Welcome back, everyone, to season 2 of DNM Cast. Yeah, we hope you guys have enjoyed our social activity lately, entered the giveaway, everything above. We've done a complete rebrand, and hopefully season 2 brings some more exciting guests and more, exciting content as well.
Yeah, definitely. Can you show us what was in the giveaway? Just a little teaser.
So yeah, this shirt I'm on now. Got a little sample here. We're drawing this the day that this episode drops. So by the time this episode comes out, we'll know the winners. So it's too late to enter, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's Stuart on the back as well. We've got a nice little logo.
The back's nice.
So yeah, no, we're really excited about this, and hopefully we can start producing this in mass and giving more away or selling some. We'll never know. But yeah, no, we're keen for season 2. Season 1 was such a great learning curve and changed our lives, as we said. So hopefully season 2 can do the same. Let's get into it. So we got sent this Instagram post. I'm going to pop the visuals up on the screen just so you guys are aware. It's from Mamma Mia US. So it's a US article, or US post, sorry. It's titled, "This is what it's actually like to be a 14-year-old boy in 2024. And I guess we can, as boys, I know that a lot of the appeal to this is seeing things from a guy's perspective. So I guess we'll go through it, dissect it, and just give our thoughts on it. So we'll go slide by slide. So I'll do the first one. Yep. First one is, Snapchat is where I talk to my friends. Mum worries I'm on it all the time, but I'm just chatting with friends. This is true. There's a lot of, I guess, fear-mongering about Snapchat and the dangers. Rightfully so. There are some dangers and some creepy people on there, but it's personally growing up all through high school, that was my preferred method of communication with my friends. I don't know about you guys.
I think because like everyone's on it, you don't want to miss out on like communicating with your mates as well. It's great to talk to and like catch up with people on Snapchat. And that's where people get drawn away from like the actual problem of it. Yeah. So many issues around
it. Can definitely be like a dangerous social media platform in the sense that photos come and go, which can come with challenges growing up.
And they can be like, it notifies you, screenshot, and all this kind of stuff. Like all the screenshots, like taking photos off another phone.
Definitely.
There are dangers like that, and it's a dangerous platform, but I think it's dangerous for really young kids, not teenagers. I think teenagers trying to like work out what's right and wrong. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. It's like Snapchat isn't as bad as it made out to be, I guess, for communication especially.
I want to do well in school, but it always feels like a competition, even with my friends. So like having to feel like you do well in school, you know what I mean? From a young age, I wasn't really good academically at school. I struggled a lot. And seeing like all my friends, I went to a grammar school, so like they were really intelligent. Even my brother like led from example, always smashing his exams and doing all that. And I had no real like ambitions to be in that field. Sort of like I've never passed a maths test. Like everyone that knows me, like seriously, I've never passed a maths test. English I wasn't great at. I was only good at sports, outdoor, like everything like that. And even then, like me personally, I struggled spelling. I can't read properly. Like even then I struggled probably reading that. I'm just saying like I suck seriously academically at school. And it was something that I really feel like reading that. It's just like, it's so true. Like I always tried to be better than everyone else, but like it was hard. Like, you have your pros, you have your cons, you have your strengths. See, fuck.
Yeah.
You have your strengths, and it's just like, I think I struggled with that one.
I think it depends what school you go to as well. Yeah. Obviously, at a grammar school, that's almost expected, not accepted, but expected. And there's just natural competition within kids, probably fueled by parents, like pushing the kids a bit too hard and putting all this pressure on the kids at these expensive schools. So, but in my school personally, like there was no competition that I felt, probably because I was surrounding myself with people who didn't try the most or the hardest, which reflected on me, and I never really tried in school, to be honest. But
I think
I went to probably an elite private school. In hindsight, obviously it was expected that you do well, so it was very hard with classmates because everyone was doing well, and I would struggle with that as well because I probably wasn't as academically inclined as other people. But I always talk to my mum, and she would say that you've got strengths, you've got weaknesses. Obviously, my strength was sport. It was communicating, it was talking to people, it was socializing. And when you have your weaknesses, you just keep working at them and you keep chipping away. And I found that helped me a lot to get through school, is knowing that I'm probably not going to be the best at maths, probably not going to be the best at English, but I keep trying and I keep putting my best foot out there to try be the best at that I can be. And I think that really helped me get through that, and learning that you do learn at your own pace and you do things at your own pace. And you don't have to compare yourself to someone else. Say if they're getting really good math scores or getting really good English scores, you don't have to compare yourself to that because everyone's got their own challenges. Everyone's running their own race. So you just have to focus on yourself and keep trying to be the best version of yourself. I always save money to buy the latest basketball shoes. Everyone in the team has them.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of kids almost find competition in tangible things or I guess accessories like shoes and stuff, and it's like a competition, and some families aren't as well off as others and they can't provide the same amounts that other families can, so it's a very dangerous competition to have, but I think it's almost natural within kids. Again, not accepted but natural.
Obviously, going to school, I was around or among families that were very affluent. So I often saw my friends, driving very expensive cars, getting probably the best of the best. And you grow up, you obviously want that, but obviously come from different families. So it just is what it is sometimes. And you've just got to accept that. And if you want that lifestyle and you want those things, then you have to work for it.
It teaches a lot of people like to work for what they want. In a way.
100%. So the next one is, I watch news on TikTok. There's a lot going on in the world I have never had to think about before. I feel helpless because I can't do anything. So I'll dissect this. The first part is 100% true. I think a lot of the youth is, in myself included, getting the majority of their news from TikTok. I'm different because my family is very involved in the news. So I kind of like am naturally surrounded by what's going on in the world. But I definitely feel like most of my TikTok For You page is news, current world news. And I think a lot of the generations coming up are getting their news fed to them through Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So,
and I think that's positive. But
the feeling helpless part is definitely there. I think it's strategic from news companies to make it seem that way, that you feel helpless, you can't do anything, which is good because some of the issues going on in the world right now are definitely like people need to feel like that. So
there's also obviously online, there's a lot of misinformation. So when you see the news and headlines on TikTok, they're not always necessarily true, but I definitely find that I do get probably the majority of probably all of my sources from TikTok. So, and when you feel helpless as well, there's definitely that aspect. But if there's a cause that you're really, really interested in about, I'm sure there's a lot of good charities, a lot of places where you can help. So you just got to make sure you put yourself in the right environment to help, which is educating yourself on the topic that you would want to support, and go from there.
Soccer isn't just a fun game anymore. The team we play against are super competitive and we go out on the field to win. That
can be generalized in all kinds of junior sport. I think when you get to representative programs especially, and around the age of people getting picked for representative programs, especially in Australia and the tall poppy syndrome going around there, it gets the fun gets taken out of it, especially when you get involved in those rep programs. And you have to really love the game to continue then.
It's good. Like when you're older, you can play with your mates, local club, whether that's ones footy or reserves or even like anything really. You can always go down a level. You can always go up a level. But I think if you're around the right support group with your mates and playing footy with your mates, and whether you win, lose or draw, like if you can just enjoy it and just, you're going out there for 2 hours every week. You don't think about anything else. It's just a pathway to just clear your mind. You're just with your best mates kicking goals.
I definitely think that if you are worrying about the competitive nature of the sport, you're taking away from the enjoyment and the fun aspect. So you're not going to enjoy the sport. So I think you're with your friends, as you were saying, and you're just going to enjoy being in the moment, being present, and enjoying the highs and the lows of, if it was for this example, soccer. But yeah, it is definitely tough when your teammates, they obviously want to be better and you want to be better. You want to be able to run faster, have better skills. But that's just the nature of sport. Sometimes it is competitive. That's how it is. But as long as you're enjoying it and trying to be the best version of yourself and knowing what you want out of it, and if you want to just enjoy soccer, then you just try and enjoy it with your friends. But if you want to be the best version you can, then you enjoy training, you enjoy it all.
Definitely.
Yeah, but back to the premise of this post, from a 14-year-old perspective, that is around the age when it gets really competitive and
definitely
people decide then whether they want to pursue it or like just have it for fun, and mixing those two groups of kids who are trying to pursue it and also mix just play it for fun. Mixing them is not always the best combination and equation. So
what did you guys do? Because I was as well. I didn't go to a higher level than 17s, but you guys were in NAB leagues. You got to that age. I'm sure you would have experienced that.
I think you more so in Australia in football, you experience it from the tall poppy syndrome from other teams and other kids on other teams who want to be in your situation who aren't, and they just like rough you up a bit. Well, that's what I experienced at least. And especially when you go back to local after playing in this like 16s NAB league, you go back to local for a game, like you just cop it. So like you play Jets or like like
I do.
what's the problem with it? Like you should be like congratulating me. Is that not the culture we're building?
Yeah.
But
I definitely found the kids that just wanted to have fun and saw I was like one of them going up above and getting selected in the representative teams. They would often be condescending towards me in the sense they're like, oh, you try hard or you're
trying to just pull you down.
Yeah, trying to pull me away because they didn't want to see me be better.
Yeah.
They didn't want to see me, you know, go on and play higher levels because they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So when people are calling you a try hard or why you train so hard or you're wasting whatever it is, just know that you want to be there and you want to be the best version of yourself. And I guarantee you that if you're training hard and be the best version of yourself, it does not matter what someone's saying if you're a try hard. And I think it's a compliment if someone's saying you're a try hard.
Some parents as well could have an impact of that. Like
it's a tall poppy syndrome coming from the parents. At that age especially,
Because they could, like, obviously the parents could be the coaches or whatever. They want to win. It's like, oh, this player's not good enough. Like, you're better than him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and you want the best for your kid as well, which sometimes gets taken too far.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the last one.
Yeah. One of the hardest things is seeing the world for what it is. You hear about the problems and it is overwhelming. I wish I was still young enough not to know.
Real, man. Fuck growing up. Fuck growing
That's
up.
actually so true.
living life naive is probably the greatest thing ever. But
yeah, it's real though. You do miss like the like almost not knowing or not caring, not being old enough to know. You know, you don't know about that. You're in those times until you've left. So like you don't know you're a kid and you're too numb to it all to know, or not numb to it all, like too new to it all to know. So like you kind of do miss those times, but that's like anything with life. I think you don't know that you're in the best part of your life until it's gone, or your favorite part of life until it's gone. And so like you can look at it like that, or you can look at it like, yeah, I wish I could go like that and just kind of live in that.
A lot of kids I know, and it happened to me when I was younger, like come up to me and say, oh, I hate school and all that. I'm like, mate, like I was you. Yeah. Someone was telling me the exact same thing, but like,
and I was like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I was like, if you can seriously, man, like push through school and just enjoy it and take as much as you can out of it, and then just enjoy it, have fun, go to school, wake up excited and all that, smash through your projects. Like you'll eventually come to our age and be like, fuck, I miss school, you know? And you would tell the kid before, like, you know, it's just a repetitive cycle. I think
it is.
I think it's implanted in kids' heads that
it's always going to be that way as well.
It will. It will.
And obviously everyone's looking to the future about what's next, the next thing, you know, what's happening. But I think what is probably the biggest thing that people need to realize is you've just got to be in the moment.
Yeah.
And just enjoy everything in that particular moment, because nothing is guaranteed in the future. So you've got to enjoy being with your friends, with Tim and Jack next to you, having a laugh in English. You've just got to enjoy those moments.
Does ever just like, you're like sitting down, like I was at an event with everyone, like the boxing, and I was just like, we're in these 6 seats. Like I was just like, oh, I don't even know what it's called. I was just like, wow. Like,
yeah, sometimes you do have to stop and admire how far you've come, or like stop and reflect. Yeah. But you can't do that all the time.
Exactly.
Or else there'll be no progress.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. They get a little bit of progress and they think, fuck, I've come a long way. And they don't progress anymore.
Yeah.
You progress, stop for a second, think, fuck. Like, and then you keep going. You use that as motivation to keep going. You don't stop.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I think that's a good segue how boys feel. I know Diezel's been doing a lot of work on this topic. Boy languages.
Yes.
So we've been sending, firing out texts to some female friends of the pod, and getting their favorite or least favorite instances of boy language that they've encountered. And we're going to translate them for you guys. So
we reached out to a lot of people, got heaps of responses. So I chose the three good ones that I thought we could probably relate to.
We can do more as well.
We can do more. So, you know, always get in our DMs, message us what you think or what you'd like to hear. But first one I'd start off with, it's a bit, I don't know, I don't personally use it, but I'm just tired. So
I sometimes use this, but when I'm tired, like, it's almost when I assume in the, I guess, context of getting out of plans because they're tired. It can be just a neat cop out. Yeah. But sometimes we're just tired.
When I say I'm just tired, it often means I'm overwhelmed with what's going on right now and I don't want to deal with it in this exact second. So I'll say, I'm just tired. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm going to bed.
I've sometimes made plans when I'm feeling up and about, and then I've cancelled those plans and said I'm just tired because like I've passed that feeling and I'm like really just tired.
So there's nothing sinister in that sense. I think it's just either an excuse to get out of the conversation and have it another time, hopefully, or get out of the plans and have them another time.
Exactly.
So it's nothing sinister.
Yeah.
All right. This next one, I feel like a lot of guys could say, I'm assuming. I don't. I'm not ready. Well, I do. I'm not ready for a relationship.
It does depend on the situation.
Yeah. It's situational, definitely.
People can be genuinely not ready for a relationship, but it is often used as a cop out to get out of something that's been building.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I think
Is it dishonesty in a way?
it's almost very hard to determine when it's legit. I think it's pretty easy if you've been talking to someone for 8 weeks and they've given you the idea they want a relationship, then out of nowhere they go, nah, sorry, I don't want a relationship.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later they're with someone new. It's like, that's when it's like a bit fishy, but sometimes people just aren't ready.
Yeah. And if they tell you from the start and you keep on becoming friends or doing what you do, I think that's probably the most best way to handle the situation. I just tell them straight out from the start and they can then decide whether it's
That phrase shouldn't be said 8 weeks in. It should be said
of course
5 days in. That's where the problem lies.
And obviously you have to communicate so you're both in the same headspace and understanding both what each other's needs and wants.
Yeah.
Because obviously someone might be really ready for a relationship and really wants a relationship, and someone may have recently got out of one and just wants to, I don't know, just wants to live life for a little bit and get their career right. So it's just understanding and communicating with them what each other's needs and wants are.
All right, what's your last one?
This next one, think what you want.
Yeah.
Do you say that?
I don't know, but like it's manipulative.
I've
It's
never
almost
used
like usually they're guilty when they're saying this. Guilty as fuck.
You reckon?
Yeah, if like someone's coming at you with something, you say, "Oh, think what you want," but it's not like I know it's true.
Yeah.
Or like, but like that's just almost not being bothered to convince the person your side and just say, "Oh, think what you want. I don't care."
Yeah. Okay. Would you say that they're guilty if they did say that?
Yeah. 99% of the time, yes. It's very manipulative. That's why.
I think, well, using that phrase, it is out of context. Would have to have context to know if they were guilty or not. But I could see from someone else's point of view, if they're saying, think what you want, they could be just done with the conversation, overwhelmed with it all, and just be like, you know what? Think what you want. I don't really care what you think.
So you're saying like they could be actually over the whole topic.
I
Like,
think
you
they
know
could
what?
just be
Fuck
over it.
this.
Yeah.
Think what you want. I
But
don't give a fuck.
90% of the time, if that's being used in like to get out of like something or something, being accused of something, they're probably guilty. I'd say.
Yeah. No, definitely.
But yeah.
I think that was a good segment, good wrap up. But going forward, I'd love to know what more girls would like to hear.
I would love to debunk that. So if anyone at home is listening and has boys message them or has phrases that they don't quite understand and they want to know the meaning, just send us a message and we'll help you out.
Just before we go to the next segment, which I believe will be Big Brother advice, every week before we record, we put up a little question thing on Instagram asking for topics or conversation starters if we're ever low on content or dry. There's been a couple this week that have raised some alarm bells. So I'm just going to read them out to you guys. I'm not sure how many of these will make the final cut, but we'll use them.
We'll try.
So this one really stood out to me and it didn't occur to me until I read this. And it might be a bit of an issue.
I'm scared.
Ready? My friend group is making a DNM doof stick for BTV.
People said that.
Are we that much of a meme yet?
Fuck. I reckon Luke is. I don't know.
Our heads have got to be on those doof sticks.
Because we are all at least planning on going to BTV. And what are you going to do? What do you do in
I
that
would
situation?
be honoured and I would love to see some doof sticks made about
Luke,
it.
I will encourage that behaviour. If someone wants to make a doof stick, go for it.
Luke told me what they're actually for. I didn't know what the fuck the sticks were for. It's like when you're in a crowd to find your friends.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to Diezel that when you're in the middle of the mosh pit, you're not on your phone and there's no internet. Like you can't find your friends. The only way you can find them is through the doof stick.
So I reckon if there's a DNM doof stick, I'm going to that doof stick.
Yeah. If we see a DNM doof stick, I don't even know.
So I'll film it.
For those who don't know what a doof stick it is a big pole with a big sign on it that sits above the crowd. So when you're looking through the crowd from a distance, you can recognize that, and that's where your friends are standing or would be nearby.
I don't think people would make one.
They
would. I don't know.
Not of us.
I think it would be so funny if they do. I would be honoured.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
I love it. Would you be embarrassed?
That'd be awesome. Imagine you in the crowd and you just like filming.
See your face.
You zoom in on like the doof stick made about you, then you just flip to your face being like,
yeah, that'd be good.
Last one of these. We're just going to do one each. So like one thing each.
Yep.
Biggest first date ex. You go first, Diezel. Just one.
First date. Can you go first?
I would say my biggest first date, obviously first impressions are huge, but I just like kind people. Like
But what's ick?
Yeah, the ick would be if they're rude.
Rude people.
Yeah.
Diezel.
Probably if they go on their phone.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Being
Get the
disinterested.
fuck off your phone. Is that an? Can I say that? Is that an ick?
I don't know how you'd identify it on the first date, but
Yeah.
bad hygiene. Like if something triggers like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But like I've always said it, like bad hygiene is such
I've got something. This is nothing, but I just thought of it then. If you're on a date, you're obviously eating food or doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
If they had something in their teeth, would you tell them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would?
Obviously.
Would you?
I don't know.
I would tell them. I'd say, oh, you got
tell
something.
them, but like that.
If you make
I don't know.
Make it a cute moment. Be like, oh yeah, I can.
Put your finger in there.
Yeah.
No.
So those were just some alarming, I guess, questions we got sent.
Welcome to the DNM Cast Big Brother Advice.
Yeah, Big Brother advice. Obviously, each week, as we we're saying just before, people send things in that they want advice on, and we got a few big paragraphs this week. So stay with me.
Big brother advice: keep me anonymous because I'm pretty sure the other person this is about watches the potty.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I dated my ex of 4 years, which was during high school and out of high school, and broke up a little under 4 years ago. She has since been dating a guy for 4 years. Fuck, straight into it. My ex and I still keep in touch, and she'll randomly message me when she's out, asking me to come see her. We hang out from time to time, like take the dogs for a walk or get coffee.
What?
She tells me that we're each other's soulmate and we won't ever find a connection like we had, but she's too scared of being alone and break up with her current boyfriend. He knows about our meetups and we'll talk about it regularly, but seems fine about it. I have no idea what I can do. I can't wait around forever, and it hurts me seeing them dating. Cheers, lads. Love what you're doing.
That was a guy?
Yeah, that's a guy. That sucks.
Did you send this in, Luke?
What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Okay, relax on that. That's obviously tough, but if someone is not willing to put you first, don't be second. Put yourself first and go find other options. If he's out there and he's obviously dating someone else, maybe you would be good together in the future, but there's no point waiting around.
You can't-
guarantee you.
This guy needs to cut her off. Like,
You
this guy
can't-
just needs to
yeah.
fuck her off.
You can't interfere with the girl while she's in a relationship. So that's when you can say you need to make the decision,
Yeah.
whether it's me or him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The girl, I think it's on the girl here. She needs to
Yeah.
leave him alone, and the guy just needs to
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking
move
hard,
on.
man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
suck,
so
but
hard.
you need to move on.
But if you can just turn your head,
We also had this sent in, talking to exes, opinions, thoughts.
I think they're an ex for a reason. Sometimes they're best left in the past. Obviously, you've grown up with them. You care about them so much. So it is hard to not talk to them when they go to text you or whatever. But I think sometimes you got to leave it in the past and appreciate it for what it is. But just leave it out there and maybe try not to talk as much as possible.
Yeah, I think it's very rare. It's like my number guess would be like 3 out of 10, where if you get back with your ex, it works and something comes of it. So it's hard to move on. It sucks and it feels natural to talk to them, but you just gotta cut them off
I
eventually.
feel like
It's gonna happen.
you'll always love your ex in a way. Like
I don't think so, bro.
Like a little part. Like there's
No, you do.
so
You
much.
appreciate them personally. All 3 of mine, I appreciate all of them,
At once.
except one. But no, yeah, you do have a little soft spot for all of them. But
Yeah.
I think it's a different kind of love.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we'll go back to that previous one. I don't think keep messaging your ex. I think just go focus on yourself and put yourself first and try the best to move on from that situation and stop looking at their relationship and comparing it to yourself.
Perfect. Another one.
I've got another one here. Keep this anonymous, please. We always do. So anyone listening at home, if you do want to send anything in, we will keep it anonymous. I was seeing a guy for under just a few months and it progressed really quickly, probably too quickly. And he was the one initiating everything, making heaps of effort and showing me in front of his friends and family. It was at the point where I just knew we were going to end up together. But at that point, what the fuck? But at that point, he mentally shut down and shut me out, ending things by saying, saying he can't give me what I deserve. I knew he was going through a lot mentally and it was obvious to everyone around. Basically, my question is, would a guy genuinely end things because he doesn't feel mentally ready to be with me? And if so, why did they start up a relationship if they know that was the case?
I've got a great way to explain. I think he's gone all in too fast and thought he was ready for a relationship, introduced you to the parents like he would. The feelings were there. He wanted everything. But then he must have like got caught up within himself and be like, fuck, second guessing, am I ready for this? I don't think he didn't. I think he purposely, like he was introducing to his family because he liked you that much. Like there was no doubt about that. He really does like you.
It wasn't like he was hiding.
No, it's not like he was talking to someone else or anything. I think he genuinely was talking to you and really liking you. But like I think maybe he just thought, look, am I ready to settle down? Do I want to? And just second guessing himself in the end.
Sometimes you can definitely get caught up in the moment, and you're loving getting to meet this person, and maybe he had past experiences that he hasn't quite gotten over.
Yeah.
So when he was kind of bringing it into the new relationship, and I think it said mental health. I don't know what mental health issues he was going through, but obviously that can be very challenging for someone. So obviously he was putting himself first and making sure that he was okay to continue relationship, and he didn't see that he could work it out with you. So I think it was very respectful for him to say that he can't give you what he wants, which he literally, to you, he might be giving you everything because he's taking you on dates. He's taking you on, but he isn't happy within himself. So he's not going to be able to give you what you want in the future.
Definitely.
So
Perfect.
yeah.
Sweet. Was that it?
That's Big Brother advice for this week. So please keep sending them in. We love trying to give you some advice on it, and hopefully that helped you this week.
Perfect.
So we'll be moving on to the next segment.
Another side segment. This might not make the final cut. If it does, I'll be very surprised. It's good for clips though. So I've had a lot of people not asking for a tour, more of an explanation about my tattoos, which is, I guess, granted. They're a bit odd, some would say. So I'm going to give you, for everyone watching, I'm going to give you a nice visual showcase. For everyone listening, I'll do my best to talk it through. And yeah, so I'll give you some of my favorites. So my first favorite is the pig. This pig's holding a lightsaber. And the reason it's holding a lightsaber is because it was originally holding a gun in the design. Yeah. And my mum wasn't a fan of me having a gun tattooed on me. So changed it to a lightsaber. I've told this story about Dom passing out Spotty. I've got Bugs Bunny boxing and Popeye. These probably are two of my favorites. Like, if anyone asks me my favorites, I say one of these two: Popeye or Bugs Bunny.
Are you like a Looney Tunes fan?
No, I'm not. I don't know.
What the fuck? You got like Looney Tunes all over you.
I know. You want to cut me a sponsorship, cut me a check for some free advertising. I've got Duff. This is a hater favorite. They love giving me shit for it. All of our haters, all the DNM haters. I'm a big fan. This is one of my early favorites. It says revenge through success. That's something one of my old basketball coaches used to say to me when I was going through a bit of the tall poppy syndrome shit that we were talking about earlier. And I've got Tom and Jerry. It's a bit different. It's a bit interesting. What else have I got? This one says I love bagels in French. I got this done in Phuket, and the bloke was so fucking confused. The poor Thai bloke who did this. He was like what the fuck? he spoke pretty good English, and he just couldn't comprehend why I was getting I love bagels in French tattooed on me. Yeah. And neither could I. I still can't comprehend.
You got your wrist done in your hands.
This is interesting. It's my family's initials. So I've got mum, sister, and dad. Coincidentally, the letters spell out men. So it looks like I've got men tattooed on my hand. I promise you I don't. It's my family's initials, but it's a common misconception.
It's a bicep. I want to know what this one is.
This was my very first tattoo. So I've got this matching with two of my good mates.
What's it mean?
So it's the Yarraville postcode in Roman numerals.
Really?
Yeah. So it's MMMXII, which is 3013.
Yeah.
And we got the Yarraville postcode because we were all in it, mother's group in Yarraville.
Yeah, nice.
So we've got that with my friends Noah and Sunny. All right, sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so
it's a good tattoo hole, Tommy.
This segment needs a little introduction. It quickly became a fan favorite in season 1. With literally no further ado, this is Diezel's diary.
What's up? I need to go lower so that it fits in the frame.
All right. Fuck.
Another fucked up story. My dad's coming clutch again. It was my dad. It's not me. I might do it now though. Just right. All right. I can't even say when my dad was younger because this is recent. My dad's obviously got some issues. I don't know why. It happens all the time. He does some fucked up things. Yeah. He's at the grocery store and there's this like lovely old granny that like we're just walking, and I don't know how he thought of it, but she was a lovely lady. I don't know. I don't know her. This is him telling me. And he got a pack of condoms, like just obviously like deluxe, extra large, lubricated. And he's put it in her basket. She doesn't know. So she doesn't know he's in the basket.
What the fuck?
So she's unloading her groceries, and Dad goes behind her deliberately, and she's like obviously putting everything on and all that, and I don't even know, she didn't even see the condoms go on the thing. She just put it on there like without even realizing, and then it comes to the checkout, and the checkout lady like grabs the condoms, and she's like shows like the granny. She's like, oh, they're not mine. And then Dad's just like, oh shit, she get lucky. It's just made an absolute scene. But I don't know what made him thought of it. They always do.
Way. So your dad's got up behind a granny, put condoms in the basket. And then the cash register's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
we should try that. We should try that.
Maybe not. That one.
No.
This was a listener favorite. In season 1, it is called DNM Review. Basically, we just stitch each other up. So I hope you enjoy. If you don't know, you get to know.
Who's it landing on? Who's it going to be?
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck off.
About time, mate.
He's never had one. This is his first spin.
And
then so
calling
we
it?
take Luke out. And
I
then,
like watching you boys get stitched up. I don't want to get stitched up.
Mate, you nearly called my grandparents last week.
Yeah, that was funny as fuck.
All right.
All right, spinning up. It's either me or Diezel calling. So let's see.
I'd rather Diezel because Diezel will be so much nicer about it. Fuck.
Unlucky, bro.
Oh, my
Let's
God.
go.
Oh. All right. I will surrender my phone. Pass it on.
I have to put on. Luke does this very distinct voice when he's like talking, especially girls.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey.
Hey, gorgeous.
I don't sound like that at all.
Hey, gorgeous. I just want to call you.
You have a lot of contacts, which is fucking. All right, ready?
A few contacts, yeah.
Jasmine.
Shit.
Yeah, do Jasmine.
Who's Jasmine?
No idea.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just at uni. What's up?
No, I'm just a quick favor. Have you seen my podcast?
What do you mean?
Have you like seen my podcast? Like listened to it, seen it on TikTok?
Yeah, I know what it is, yeah.
Have you followed it?
Yeah.
Well, I love you. Any chance you could go on Spotify and rate it 5 stars? Our fucking ratings are plummeting, mate. It's fucked.
I don't have Spotify.
What do you have?
Apple Music.
Oh my fucking god.
Are you on Apple Music?
No. That's like.
Oh.
No. What are you doing though? Like, what's new?
Nothing. I have a class, so I'm gonna like study for.
Yeah. What are you studying?
Hours before. We've been through this.
I've just been thinking like, I know it's been a while. Do you miss me?
Am I in the car again on loudspeaker?
No, you're actually not. You're not on loudspeaker. I miss you.
I don't really miss anyone.
I miss you.
To the hitch.
Neither do I usually, but I've been thinking about you nonstop.
Wow.
I'm wondering, do you want to get Yochi tonight?
Are you well? I'm not even in Melbourne.
Where are you?
What do you mean, where am I?
Where are you? Fucking Mars. Where are you?
Brisbane, obviously.
Oh.
Oh, this is not Luke.
I'm so sorry. Hey. I'm so sorry. We're doing like we do a wheel spin and it landed on you. I'm so sorry.
You guys fucking sound the same.
Could we use that? If not, we will.
Was she the one that you met in Brisbane recently?
No comment.
Oh, Jesus.
What's
Okay.
the Brisbane one you went on a date with?
That was fucking DNM review. Is that a success?
I didn't go. That's different.
It's different.
Obviously, the festivity season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of holidays going on. We're planning to go to. Oh, Spilt Milk got cancelled as well.
I've heard that.
But we're planning to go to BTV, which I'm very excited about. And we're also planning we're still deciding. I don't know if you guys can
Let
help
them
us.
decide. Should we go to Bangkok? Is that where we're going
It's
to go?
either
So-
Bangkok,
Yeah.
Phuket, or Bali. Which
Mm.
Bali will get.
Bali is
fucking-
probably like the last option. It's either Bangkok or Phuket at the moment.
Hmm.
So help us decide which one.
I really
'cause-
wanted to go to China.
This is mine. I want to go to Bangkok, but I think it's extremely rogue. So I think I'll be a bit scared to go there. But Phuket, I think will be very similar to Bali, and it'll be fun. So I'm easy either or. But
I want to finish my tattoo if we go to Bali. Like that's the only reason.
You
why
can
I
do
would.
that in Bangkok as well.
No,
in
I
Thailand.
want to go back to the guy.
Jesus.
My guy
there's a special tattoo artist that treats him very well.
treats me
Yeah.
very well.
That was a wrap on episode 11, but this is season 2, episode 1. We are very grateful for all the support that we've received, and we really appreciate it. So thank you. There's a lot of things in the background you probably see off screen that's changing. So hopefully we can produce the best content for you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
It's been an honor.
Get some lunch.
Will you get lunch?